how poor Romans buried the people they loved. The money set aside for the funeral is almost gone. On a wooden table lies one worn bronze coin. It is small enough to disappear inside a closed hand, but it is the last money this family owns. Tertia looks at the coin, then toward the corner of the room where her husband lies beneath a clean linen cloth. Her 12-year-old son, Lucius, stands near the shutters. 7-year-old Marcia stays close to her mother, watching the flame of an oil lamp bend whenever cold air enters the room. Below them, Rome is already making noise. A cartwheel strikes a paving stone. Someone pulls open a shop shutter. Farther down the street, a mule stamps against the ground. Life has continued without asking whether this family is ready. The man who died is called Titus. He is 42 and has spent much of his life carrying sacks near the warehouses of the Tiber. The work has bent his shoulders and hardened his palms. This family is reconstructed from Roman graves, laws, inscriptions, and the surviving rules of burial associations. The grand funerals described by Roman writers belonged mostly to people with money. Wealth could purchase musicians, hired mourners, a procession, and a roadside monument. Titus will have none of those things. His family rents one room, owns no burial ground, and cannot afford a carved sarcophagus or even a simple wooden coffin. Most of the money they saved has already gone to the gravedigger and the remaining cost of a small burial place outside the city. Only the bronze coin remains. Tertia warms a little water and dips a cloth into the bowl. She wipes her husband's face, then moves carefully across his hands. She knows the pale scar beside one thumb. She remembers the damaged fingernail that never grew back properly. Rope and rough-grained sacks have left thick calluses across his palms. Titus leaves a different record in worn skin, repaired clothing, and shoulders that carried food for other families. Tertia dresses him in his cleanest tunic. The wool has faded, and one seam beneath the arm has been repaired twice. She smooths the cloth and wraps him in the best linen the household owns. Lucius helps fold the final edge. His fingers hesitate before he tucks it beneath his father's shoulder. Marcia watches without speaking. At her age, death is easier to see than to understand. She knows her father is in the room. She also knows that everyone is behaving as if he has already gone somewhere else. The family cannot keep him there for long. Roman law placed burials and cremations outside the city. Before the streets grow crowded, Titus must leave the room where his children have always known him. A knock sounds at the door. 2 of Titus's co-workers have come upstairs. 2 more wait below with a plain wooden bier borrowed through a small association of laborers. Some Roman workers and tradesmen contributed to associations that could assist when a member died. They did not pay for everything, but this one has helped secure a modest grave and bearers. That assistance is the difference between a quiet burial and being left without an individual place at all. The 2 men upstairs lift Titus carefully on the cloth. The passage is narrow, and the staircase turns sharply. One man steps backward while the other guides the weight around the corner. At the bottom, the waiting co-workers help place Titus on the bier and bind the linen securely with 2 lengths of rope. Lucius carries the oil lamp. Tertia takes the bronze coin from the table and closes it inside her fist. This is the second time the coin passes through her hand. Outside, the paving stones are damp with morning mist. Sandals scrape across the street as the 4 men lift the bier. The wooden frame gives a low creak, then settles across their shoulders. No musicians announce the procession, but it is not silent. Rope tightens, a cart rattles, and the bearers breathe harder as the road rises. A baker pauses beside his open shutters. A woman carrying water steps aside. One warehouse worker recognizes Titus and lowers his eyes. No crowd gathers. Rome has seen families make this walk before. They follow the road beyond Rome's sacred boundary, leaving the crowded buildings behind. Tombs line the route ahead. Stone. Facades face the road. Their carved letters tell strangers who lies inside, how long they lived, and who paid for the tomb. Farther out, the markers become smaller. Some names are cut into plain slabs. Other graves have little more than packed earth, a tile, or a rough stone to mark the place. Titus's grave is narrow and already open. The family has no coffin. After he is lowered, reused roof tiles will be angled above him before the soil is returned. The bearers slide 2 ropes beneath the wrapped body. Wood rubs against fiber as they lower him. Birds call from the fields, and for a moment no one says anything. Then Tertia opens her hand. Dust from the old bronze has darkened the lines of her palm. Coins appear in some Roman graves, but the custom was never universal. They were not always placed in the mouth or given the same meaning. A coin might be linked to Sharon, protection, provision for a journey, or something personal. Archaeology cannot tell us what Tertia believes. The coin could still buy a little food for the children. It cannot purchase a monument, and it cannot change what has happened. She slips it beneath the linen, close to Titus's hand. Perhaps she believes he will need it. Perhaps she simply cannot allow the man who spent his life carrying goods for others to leave with nothing of his own. The tiles are placed above him. Soil falls against them with a hollow sound that slowly becomes duller as the grave fills. Marcia asks whether her father will be cold. Tertia kneels and brushes dirt from the child's sandal. She does not offer an explanation about gods, rivers, or the world beneath the earth. She only tells Marcia that her father knew they came with him. Before they leave, she says his name aloud. Lucius repeats it. There is no carved marker, so the boy studies the road. He notices a bent olive tree, a broken corner on a nearby tomb, and 3 pale stones beside the path. These are the things that may help the family find Titus again. By midday, they are back inside the rented room. The water bowl remains beside the stool. Titus's sandals are still against the wall. For a while, each sound on the staircase makes Marcia turn toward the door. Then she asks her mother to tell the story of the day Titus carried her home from the river after one sandal broke. Tertia begins with the hot road, the dust, and the way Marcia fell asleep against her father's shoulder. The bronze coin remains beneath the soil. Titus's name is not written where passing strangers can read it. But that evening, inside one small room in Rome, his children hear it again.